Greetings, Grand Rising. This is Priestess, and I wanted to talk about something. I started with the New Earth introduction because that's what we are. The new year starts in April, which is next month. And I wanted to build on that video. I noticed like this opposite polarity of energy that keep calling karmic or what have you. It's such an influx of that energy where these women and men feel very vindictive in their conquest for a partner, and they're thinking that they are taking something or interfering with something. Let's be clear here. That is not what is going on. There are two human experiences in this twin flame thing dynamic. And in that, there are two separate lives and a third path to be created when coming together. Okay, with that being a fact, that means that those are residual energies. Those energies are loose ends that need to be tied up from previous connections, ex-lovers, and what have you, acquaintances, whatever the case may be, that you and they shared together. That is nothing. All you do is shift your attention and walk away from that, and it doesn't exist anymore because the past doesn't exist. It's just the feelings of what you experienced in that past. You can drum those up in your body over and over and over again. That's how people continue to stay on time loops, and they can't seem to jump off because your thoughts are in a loop. They're the same thoughts swirling around, and so you're not moving beyond those thoughts. You're just staying stagnant within that energy. And until you sort those thoughts out and put them in place, where they go, what they genuinely mean, you're going to have that type of interference. And you're going to have these readers that you find uh, or gravitate towards or attract, that all they can speak about is some negative crap concerning the opposite polarity of energy when it has nothing to do with that. You just need to vibrate a bit higher. You need to sort those thoughts out. That's how you vibrate higher. You're able to release that energy so that you can move on and see beyond and see what it actually means, what it's actually telling you, because it's only information. I know people are going to freak about this, but Satan, Lucifer, the devil, that is not an opponent, in this spiritual thing. You comprehend that when you come from the religious angle and you've mastered that. Now you get to master the energetic aspects and what it really means. And these energies are allies for God. They work for God. So what in the world are people talking about? Oh, you don't really comprehend what it is you're saying. You're just regurgitating what you heard another say. Well, Satan is a friend. Satan, the devil, and Lucifer, they work for God. It's levels to this thing. And so they're at different levels, so they take different, governships over different tiers of evil or whatever, wrongdoers or whatever the case is, so that they can guide them and they be used for the purpose of God, so that those that choose that path, they have somewhere to go and they're still useful for his highest purpose and greatest good. So I don't know what people mean. The way you should look at this is that this polarity of energy is bringing you back information about people, person, places, situations, circumstances that you're experiencing in your human experience. And in your experience of this conceptive thought, you know that everything happens for you. So if it's happening for you, it cannot be to you. So if it's for you, there's a gain behind it. Because once you gain that information, you're now able to figure out or devise a plan or a strategy of action so that you can move forward and no longer be stagnant in your thoughts, just mulling over things. Now you know what's going on. And so it's a different type of conception in the psyche, how you process information, that you're able to come to these higher intellectual thoughts to see things through a new lens and stop looking at them in the way that these readers are saying. It's cool to listen to them, but at the same time, they on their own path trying to figure out their own. and they ain't quite got there either. They're just being a guide. So it's not in totality that these readers should be listened to in that way. There has been readers speaking on, how they're reading these cards and this energy. But if you just take the conception that this energy is working for me to bring information back to me, just like they would take the information back to God. It's like you are operating as God in the physical. So these demons, devils, and Satan, Lucifer, and all of these opposite polarity of energies, because you cannot have darkness without light. You cannot have light without darkness. They feed off each other's hand in hand. You just got to know how to utilize both energetic realms and integrate so that you can make sense or receive the highest benefit of fraternization, of comprehending your light aspect and your shadow aspect and how they go together, how they aid and serve you, how they protect you. So look at Lucifer and his legion and Satan and all these different tiers of lower vibrational gods and what have you as forces to be reckoned with in your behalf. Anybody fuck you over, God forbid, what type of karma they gonna go through or experience to the degree, because you have that spiritual protection that you transcended into higher intelligence and know that these energies work for me in my behalf just like God. They are a place for those that didn't choose that path. So all of God's creations are always useful. So I'm not a victim of anything that's ever happened, as I have comprehended that it has been a choice to experience, but not only a choice, a lesson to learn from that choice so that I can get the comprehension needed to not repeat it. All right. I'm grateful for all that I've learned, and I look forward to sharing more with you all. Stay prayed up, seriously. That really does help. And keep your energy through your own frequency that you created. Good day.